Hello viewers, welcome to Simple Accounting channel. This is Uttam sir. Hoping you are well. Today I have to discuss the marginal costing. What is marginal costing? Marginal costing is a costing approach where the variable cost only be considered for decision making. The marginal costing approach may be used only for two conditions. One condition, if you have the excess capacity or spare capacity or ideal capacity, or if you have the limited capacity. In these two situations, only the marginal costing approach is to be used. This is very important tools for business decision. Why the excess capacity is to be developed? You have to be known that excess capacity developed may be you have the product life cycle. In the product life cycle, we have the four stages: introduction stage, growing stage, saturation stage, and the declining stage. This is the four stages. If the company came to the saturation or declining stage, then time you might have some spare capacity. Maybe the product demand is declining in the market due to the competitors or some of the rivals or the alternative products. Due to that, some of the demand for your product is declined. So this is the crucial moment for any organization. The CEO desperately seeking some of the opportunity so that they can utilize the capacity. They desperately waiting for some of the opportunity which to be availed. So the excess capacity. This is normally happen for market saturation or declining stage. Another, the limited capacity or limiting factors. Limited capacity is to be done in the growing stage of the product life cycle. When the product is introduced to the market, then the growing stage is to be developed. And when the business is growing, maybe your product getting popular day by day. So more demand is to be developed. So meeting that demand, sometimes you are unaware. Maybe your existing capacity is not supporting that. Then situation, the marginal costing approach can be used. Today I have to discuss only the excess capacity and how that is to be utilized. Next video I have to discuss how to deal the growing capacity or growing demand or deal the limiting factors. Now I have to discuss the excess capacity, how it is to be utilized or this problem is to be overcome. Excess capacity, maybe right now you have this spare capacity or excess capacity or ideal capacity. Then time, all of a sudden you got some of the proposal from some of the other business, not regular customer. That person is offering a big quantity, they are interested to buy, but they have to pay you lower price than your regular price. Maybe that company is interested to buy 100,000 units they are interested to buy, but they are pay you only $60, but your regular price per unit is $100. What is your decision? Apparently you have to reject the proposal because your regular price is 100 taka or dollar, but the offering price is only $60 apparently, but you can do it because you are waiting for that type of opportunity. Then obviously you have to follow some of the time taking strategy. Then obviously you have to request that person, please come after 5 days or 7 days. I have to discuss the matter with the management. Then I can tell you if I can provide all the products by your price. But at the same time, you also be discuss your management how much price you can increase so that you can get product from me. Accordingly that deal, maybe that person is to come to you after 5 days. And obviously in between the time, you have to make a grand dinner for him or her. Whenever he has to come or she has to come, then obviously that person is to be asked you, what is your decision? Then obviously make a smile. What the price you are offering, this is not for me, but other competitors cannot provide it. So you have to increase the price. Then that person obviously be asked, what is your price? I am just offering you the $60, but what is your price? Then obviously you have to say, if it is $95, then I can try you. Then person maybe say, oh, it is too much for me. You have to deal all those things diplomatically. In between the time, you have already discussed with the finance manager and you have already known what is the variable cost of the product. So two factors need to be considered: a spare capacity, how much you have the idle capacity, how much units you can produce, and second one, what is the variable cost of the production per unit. Fixed cost you have to be ignored, because fixed cost is to be covered by the regular sales. This is not the regular sales, it's the extraordinary sales. So you have already known from your manager, finance manager, the production cost is $60. Variable cost of production is the $60. That person also offer you the $60. So you already got. So you have to discuss the matters in negotiation table. Then you have to be requested repeatedly, what is the price you can offer me? Maybe that's $60. It is to be increase the product price. Then that person said, obviously I have discussed with my management, I can increase the product price up to $75. But you have already said $95. Then situation, obviously lot of pleasantry is over there. Maybe you have to finish your dinner. Then time, that person again offer you, what you can charge the lowest price for me. This is $95, is out of our means. Then maybe you are saying $90 maybe I can keep, but I don't have any profit. This is the diplomatical talking, diplomatical speech like that. That person maybe said, I can increase the product up to $80. I can't afford more than this. Then maybe you will say diplomatically, I am so pleased you are offering me, but I can't provide it. But if you can $85, then I can try, but I don't have any profit. Maybe that person is said, done. So it means right now you can sell the product to that person at $85. So your variable cost is $60. Now you are getting the $85. That's $25 you are the profit per unit. $25 per unit. So if that person is offering the 100,000 units, it means 1 lakhs unit. So 1 lakhs multiplied by 25, that is 25 lakhs taka. You have to get extra benefit. This is not regular profit. So obviously you are waiting for that, and you are relieved a little bit because your capacity can be utilized. So, but some of the problem is over there. If the capacity maybe 200,000 units, that person is interested to buy 200,000 units, what is your decision? Definitely you can say you can hardly provide that person 100,000 units, not 200,000 units. If that person is insisting to buy from you, then obviously you have to go for the regular price. If that person is agreed, then you can offer it. Maybe the regular price, maybe that person is interested to buy by $100, then another 100,000 units you can be provided, carteling the regular customer. Some of the problem is to be arise over here. Maybe that person is interested to buy 200,000 units, but you have the spare capacity only the 100,000 units. So additional 100,000 units you have to cut down from the regular customer. Maybe this is the serious condition can happen, because it is that person who is offering you the proposal. That person maybe for single time they have to buy. But if you can't ignore your regular customer, so you have to be thoughtful enough in respect of your regular customer. Whenever you are going to curtail the production to them, or you have to supply a small quantity than their required quantity, maybe they have to mind it. So you have to consider this. Again, maybe some of the machinery need to be bought. So that financial capability you have or not, that also be considered. So you never be interested to hurt your regular customer. Again, whenever you are going to supply that product, that person, whatever the financial requirement is to be required, if it is available or not, that also be considered. So this is the two criteria. One is the capacity, whatever you have the capacity, by that capacity you can produce the product, and sometimes you don't have the capacity, but extra capacity, that is to curtailing the regular customer, that is to be considered. This is the impact of the marginal costing. Marginal costing sometimes can help you to make the extra profit other than the regular profit. So this is very important tools for management to be used. So dear viewers, that's all for today. My next video on the limiting resources or limiting factors and the optimal production. Maybe sometimes you have the huge demand, or customer is wanting your product more and more, but you don't have sufficient capacity. Then time, what is your decision? That is to be discussed in the next video. That is sometimes said optimal production in limiting factors. Optimal production in limiting factors. So you are, if you are interested, please watch that. So dear viewers, if this video is enjoyable to you, please make a like and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. Have a nice time.